Hey, what's up? It's Tony Zazza. Welcome back to my kitchen. It's Friday, which means it's time for another Foodie Friday episode. Really excited about this one. I've never done this, but I was in Watson's Meat Market, and Frankie was like, you've got to try this. It's going to be your favorite thing ever. I know we've already done pork chops, but this is a pork rack, and it's super simple, very minimal ingredients. We're going to start in the kitchen on the stove with the cast iron skillet, and then we're going to move it to the big green egg. So let's get to the ingredients, let's get to the setup, and let's get to eating. You ready? Let's do it. So here's what you need ingredients wise. A beautiful big old pork rack. Got this at Watson's Meat Market. I'll leave their link down below. Half a stick of butter. This is a ThermoWorks probe that we're going to use while in the cast iron skillet, which is also something you need. And then seasoning, again, I'm going to use the Pork U, Garlic 101, and Lane's Barbecue Sweet Heat, which was known as House Divided. This was a limited edition. This is no longer available, but you can buy both of these seasonings separately and mix it yourself. And again, I'll leave links down below for Pork U and also Lane's Barbecue. So the first thing you want to do is season this pork rack up nice and good with your seasoning. And we're going to rub this in here in just a second. Get a nice layer on it. That, and then we'll fire up the cast iron skillet, get the butter melted, and show you what you're going to do with the probe during this process. So while the cast iron skillet's warming up, we're going to take our probe, and you want to put it right in the center, and we're going to monitor this. Once we get the butter in the skillet and put the pork rack in there, we want to get it to about 130 degrees. I meant to tell you earlier, you want to set your big green egg up for indirect heat using the ThermoMeter, and you want it at about 250 degrees while you're doing the cast iron skillet portion of it. Keep it at 250, indirect heat, and then once this is at 130 degrees in the cast iron skillet, we're going to take the skillet with the pork rack in it out to the egg, and that's where it gets super fun. Now that the skillet's warmed up, as you can see, I've taken that half stick of butter, cut it into quarters. We're going to go ahead and put our rack of pork just like that, and then you're going to take a cube of butter for each side, and you're going to want to baste this back over the top of it until we get to 130 degrees. We're watching our ThermoWorks and our probe. The internal temperature of 130 is where we want that bad boy at, and then we'll move it out to the egg. So we've been cooking for about 10 minutes now, and just basting the top of this beauty with the melted butter and the juices from the cast iron skillet. Again, you're looking for a temp inside. Yes, Coop, I know it smells good. Of 130 degrees. We still got a little ways to go, but it's looking good. So once you're at an internal temp of 130 inside, we're going to take it out to the big green egg, fire the temp up to 500, and then let it sit inside, top closed, till it gets to 140 degrees. Alright, so now we're going to place it on the egg and close the top. That's going to cook indirect heat 500 degrees until we get to an internal temperature of 140, and then it's going to be ready to cut. Alright, so we're going to check the internal temp. We want to be at about 140. It's pretty hot in there, so I'm going to put my gloves on. Let's see where we're at, right in the middle. We're good. So after letting it sit for about 10 minutes, after pulling it off the egg to continue to cook, we are going to cut into it. We are at about 142, 143, and this should be perfect. Got our shoe knife going right through the middle of it. Wow, look at that. That is beautiful. Nice and tender, juicy on the inside. So there it is, all finished, and now the real test. Absolutely delicious. Enjoy. That's it. Pork rack, delicious. Enjoy. And if you like this, give it a big thumbs up. Also, please leave comments down below if you have any recommendations or have anything specific you would like to see cooked on the big green egg. If I don't know how, heck, most of the stuff I've done for you, I've never done it in the past, but it's turned out pretty good. You don't have to be a professional chef. And apparently Nookers wants to play with my kitty cat right now. All right, there you have it. Pork rack. Hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a big thumbs up down below if you did. Also, feel free in the comments if you've got a recipe or something specific you want to know how to cook on the big green egg. Happy to do it. You don't have to be a professional chef or a professional egghead to do this. That's the beauty of the big green egg. Deliciousness, and don't forget all the links for all the products and the meat down below. You can get all the info that you need. Enjoy. See you next week. Bye-bye. Nookers.
He doesn't do that.
No. I'll do it for him.